I'm getting to. Welcome to Ask Me Anything, Muscle Sport Mag Edition. I'm Joe Pietaro, publisher of Muscle Sport Magazine. And we are starting to get some folks jumping in on the Instagram live feed. Big C Green, our buddy Caleb, 5%er. What do you feel about how the way MMA transforms compared to how it used to be, and where do you think the sport is going? MMA has become a fucking gold mine, Caleb. Obviously, it used to be almost like a kind of a tough man competition, a barroom brawl, if you will, with the Tank Abbotts of the world. If you see that first one in 95 or 96 from McNichols Arena in Denver, Colorado, where Gracie won it, it was so different, where you had there was no weight classes and everything. So obviously, Dana White came on board, and the Maloofs, when they first got it, and they were doing so much good stuff with it and kind of making it more of a sport than it was like a barroom fucking brawl kind of, fight club kind of thing. I think it's going to continue to grow. I think it's the one thing that I do say that MMA always lacks in comparison to boxing, when boxing was in its heyday, is that there is no, household names. And anytime there is one, they kind of go away kind of quick. You had Iceman, obviously, Silver and all these guys. MMA, UFC fans, we love these guys. Conor McGregor, he's starting to become the new guy because of the whole stuff, because he's dealing with the whole boxing thing now. So that's the problem I think UFC and MMA as a whole is that they need to sell their characters more. The NBA has been able to bounce back because it sold superstars. And that league was a league that was not a very popular league. The NHL is trying to become like how the NBA was run originally. And God. Jason Genova just called me while I'm doing this. Jason, I cannot take phone calls while I'm on Instagram. I hope I didn't lose the connection. The problem with hockey selling superstars is nobody can pronounce their fucking names, these guys. That's the fucking problem. And so that's what I think is MMA, UFC. They need to sell those superstars. I hope that answers the question. Did you see the new interview with Dave Palumbo and Chris Cormier about Ramy? No, Ilyas, I did not see it. I was on RX yesterday, I believe, but I didn't spend a lot of time looking around. I just kind of looked at the headlines, if you will. I guess they're saying Ramy is just fucking exploding all over the place, and I believe he is going to be guest posing in Pittsburgh with the rest of the Olympia lineup. You guys know why they all guest pose in Pittsburgh, and if you don't, that's the worst kept secret in the sport, but it's obvious why they do it. And you can't go by what they look like in Pittsburgh. These guys are months out from fucking in their shows. So, but I did see a picture of Ramy and one of Kai, and obviously they both look fucking amazing. Oh, what do you think about Kai Green? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't get these questions because that call came in, and I tagged Jason on this. He knows I was doing this. What do you think about Kai Green, and what do you think he's going to do this year? Kai Green's not going to do anything. He doesn't compete at the Olympia. I don't know why he didn't go in the Arnold. I think they said Tank Abbott was the man. Yeah, Tank was in that first fucking UFC. It's becoming too regulated, Big C is saying. So, yeah, you know what it is? They finally got it in New York here. So, I think it had to be regulated only because it was fucking nuts. So, they had to regulate it. I know the human cockfighting, one of the fucking governors or something called it that. Ramy is going to come in with conditioning needs this year. He'll never come in with conditioning. He tries to get too big. Nick, I'm going to hit that question in 2 seconds. Ramy worries about size more than he does about conditioning, and that's why he's always too big. And I think if he even is conditioned, he spills over trying to get back some of that fucking size if he does carve down. All the big stars guest pose in Pittsburgh because it's Jim Mannion's hometown. And that's kind of like Mannion's show, if you will. The Pittsburgh Pro, NPC. You are correct about Ramy. I agree. Obviously, he's always tries to be the biggest guy in the world, and that's not always the case as far as Mr. Olympias go. You can see Phil Heath is not the biggest, but he's fucking by far the fucking best. I think Heath has a just ridiculous physique. Ramy looked uncomfortable in the video on Facebook. Ramy will never be a CEO because of the language barrier. Possibly, yeah. Dexter's a perfect example in '08. Dexter kind of just hit it at the right time. That Jay looked terrible that year. Peter last fight and talked to him with a great guy, Lumberjack, who's going to take his place, you think? I don't know who you're talking about. I think there's a typo there. It's glorified ass kissing in Pittsburgh. Yeah, but you know what? If you look at it from the bodybuilder's point of view, you're paying. I call it paying tribute. It's like kissing the ring of the Don in the mafia. You got to know where you come from and where your bread's buttered. I don't disparage anybody for doing that, and I think that's it's kind of just a political thing, and it's like that in every fucking job. It's not just in the IFBB. It's in every fucking industry in the world. Dexter's going to look good. He's going to look great. Chris Psycho Fitness Lewis saying Dexter and Sean Roden are going to beat Phil at the... I don't know who Psycho Fitness Lewis is. I like that nickname, though. Psycho Fitness. That's a fucking cool one. With a nickname like that, I need to fucking touch base with that guy and say, hey, come on the show. Dexter and Sean Roden are going to beat Phil. Wow. I who the fuck knows? I don't think so, only because I don't think Phil's ever going to come in off because he only does the one show a year. And if he does anything afterwards, it doesn't really matter. He's only worried about the Olympia. They do like that. A few years back, they did that fucking Sharu fucking Disaster Classic, which I think they're bringing back this year, if I'm not mistaken. Sharu's a fucking rip-off artist. Anybody that's ever dealt with him, and I have, he's a fucking shyster, that motherfucker. Crystal, got to pay your dues, and posing in Pittsburgh is part of that. Yeah, unfortunately it is, and you know what? He's a trainer at Gold Venice. Okay. I like that name, though. That's pretty cool. I guess he's not training those other guys. Is it true the rumors that MD might buy you guys? Where'd those come from? I wouldn't sell this thing to that cock-eating fuck for a fucking $1 million. Well, maybe I would. But that's the first time hearing it. World champion K3, Thai boxing, kickboxing. Okay, I don't know that. I'm not familiar with that. What do you think of Boston and Jerry Ward? Yeah, we were talking about this on the show. Reminds me of Boston and Lee Priest. Yeah, kind of. I give Jerry props because Jerry didn't jump in and start going, pissing match kind of thing. And Jerry's a fucking real fucking great, nice guy. I love Boston, but that's Boston's game, man. He likes to talk like that. Much respect for Jerry. End of story. See, hey, you know what? I love Jerry. I love Boston. They both, work for the magazine. I get along wonderful with both of those guys. Jerry's story is totally different than Boston's, though, obviously. Jerry's older. He's a recovering heroin fucking addict. He's never tried to hide that fact. And props to him. That's amazing. He has no problem talking about that. And, Boston is more of a brash kind of kid, and that's his style. That's his game. And, he throws arrows at a lot of fucking people in the industry. So he threw one at Jerry, and Jerry didn't really take the bait. I think it was more of a, just to see what happens. The whole thing with Frank Zane, which we talk about in Boston, talks about that in his column, Rory Liedermeyer. I would love to. That's a fucking blast from the past. In Boston's column, The Boston Massacre, he talks about that Frank Zane thing a little bit. So yeah, that's I don't want to see those guys arguing. And I'm glad that hopefully it'll just dissipate quietly. They're both fucking good guys. They're just different personalities, obviously. Boston's got a whole different fucking game, and it doesn't make one better than the other. It just makes it different. But yeah, Rory Liedermeyer, he's a legendary fucking name in this crazy industry we call bodybuild. Keep them coming. I like what you guys. I hope I can answer all of them. I didn't know that kickboxing one, man. I'm sorry. I'm not that familiar with that stuff at all, especially stuff overseas. Really, any sports questions? And I cover sports. I covered sports before I covered this muscle shit, and I was in a lot of locker rooms and saw a lot of shit. He is still training out here at Uptown Gym. Wow, good for him, man. He's got to be fucking old, man. He's got to be old. I'm old. Are you guys going to be involved in a New York Pro Show? I'm not going to be involved. I don't know. I might put in to go. I haven't done it yet. This month crept up on me. I got to pick my daughter up from fucking college next week. It just was like, boom, the fucking winter ended and spring was a blink. So I didn't even realize, fuck, the New York Pro is this month. It's in May. I know Greg and I were talking about going, so I'd like to go. I mean, it's in White Plains. It's in a nice new venue. It's a big venue, so I'm thinking about it, and hopefully I get the credential. That doesn't mean I'm going to get it if I put in for it. Where do I place Dexter this year? Dexter's always going to be up there, Top 3 would be easy to say that. He's definitely going to be in the pose down. I don't know, but top 3 might be tough. Jets! Oh, my God. You guys should definitely do it. Yeah, but we don't really cover shows for fucking per se. We don't sit there and go, this guy's back, that guy's back. Here's my fucking take on the Jets, Dave. They drafted 2 safeties, 2 undersized wide receivers, and 2 project cornerbacks. I like the tight end draft. I like the first safety. Adams is good. But then they repeated it. Hey, Jupiter, she's a fucking nutty Jet fan. People they interact. Yes, that's what I would love to. I don't even care about the show, man. I like to fucking hang out with the fucking guys and shit, talking about stuff. But to me, the Jets I know they have a lot of holes to fill, but they didn't fill them by picking the same type of player. The running back they picked is a out of the backfield pass catching running back, which is exactly like Matt Forte and Bilal Powell, guys they already have on their roster. I don't know. I mean, I don't see the strategy. I'm glad they didn't go quarterback again. I want to see Hackenberg get the fucking starting spot. I do not want to see McCown. It would be a travesty if 2 New Yorkers like you and Greg missed out on coverage of New York Pro. Yeah, you know what? It would be, but we haven't gone in a few years. I haven't gone since when they moved to the Jersey those years. I never went. I've been in that place before for NPC shows, and I didn't go for the New York Pro. Jersey's a long fucking ride for me, man. Hours for me to get back and forth. That's why I don't go to fucking football games. I don't cover the football games. Jupiter needs an article. I have no fucking qualms with that. She can get one. Working on it. Yes, Jupiter. Michelle, you definitely have an open fucking invitation to be involved with this magazine right here. You guys have a true critic compared to most of these media guys. Well, you know why? Because they need to fucking perform fellatio. And I don't. I don't really give a fuck. If I don't get credentials, I'll go to a show if I want with my own pocket money. You can probably get whatever she wants. Most women can. Today was the last day of semester, and I'm going to write and send it with Muscle Tech goodies. Ooh, I like that. Very good. Looking forward to it. Thoughts on the death of Don Young? I didn't. You know what? My fucking spring issue with C.T. Fletcher on the cover. You guys are gonna love it. Issue with the whole art director, who was a one and done, and I fired him because he really fucking. It was a disaster getting this issue done. So for the past 2 weeks that I was past deadline that I set for myself, I was been going at it tooth and nail with this guy, and I finally uploaded it to the printer yesterday and approved their PDF this morning. So I had you guys in the publishing world, especially with paper publishing, print. It's so fucking much work involved that when you have a fucking graphic artist that fuck things up, it really messes up so much shit you got to do. So I have been so out of the loop, young blow with diuretics. Yeah, a lot of these fucking guys do. I have been so out of the loop with what's going on, the day-to-day function. I write for a right-wing news site. I'm not just a meathead writer. I write for a news site, and I haven't even been following the news other than the stuff that I fucking have to cover for my news site that I write for. What do I believe would happen to Aaron Hernandez? Aaron Hernandez is a piece of shit fucking skell. You can take the fucking animal out of the ghetto. You can't take the ghetto out of the animal. Bottom line, he was a bad guy. He was a piece of shit, and I'm glad he's fucking dead. Fuck him. I wish somebody killed him, though. I wish somebody fucking shanked his fucking ass after they fucked him in the ass. He's a piece of shit, and he fucking had a beautiful fucking future ahead of him. Cocky-ass Red Sox fans. Yeah, I mean, that's fucking... They're known for that. They've been a fucking drunken Irish racist crowd for fucking decades, and it's not a surprise that it would happen. I'm glad that they fucking gave... was Adam Jones from Baltimore Orioles? I'm glad that the fans the next night were clapping, and he acknowledged he tipped the batting helmet. But then he got thrown out of the fucking game yesterday. 2 days later, umpire ran him for something. Good riddance for Hernandez. Yeah, why can't we see the cocktails these guys take will not hurt them? They're always going to hurt them. Man, fucking TRT is going to hurt you if you fucking don't do it right and stuff like that. Anybody that's on TRT, get your blood checked. I guarantee you there's something your doctor's going to go, I don't like the way this looks. Maybe we should stop it. You're going to go, no, don't, please. I need to get fucking hard and bang my wife. I cannot stop my TRT. You'll kill me. I'll feel like a 90-year-old man. Fuck that. I'll have no energy. Iron Mag Labs, I just want to acknowledge, I hope Robert DiMaggio tunes in. I tagged him on one of these. That's our fucking main sponsor and MuscleSport Mag. And he's not, this is just a throw in. I like his shirt. He gave me a great shirt, and I figured, what the hell? I'm wearing a shirt, I'll hold up their bottle. Cocktails these guys take, you would be fucking shocked if you saw. And most of them are getting killed from insulin, from growth, and diuretics. And when they dry out, and that really fucking, it puts so much pressure on your organs and stuff and your heart. And when you're on juice, your red blood cell count gets shot up high, and that thickens the fucking blood, and that's why they get nervous, doctors, when it comes to that. Iron Mag Labs, much props. Yeah, they're good shit. Stimulants. Yeah, I mean, you know. Plus, you got to remember, a lot of these guys do fucking, I hate that word, recreational drugs. I cannot stand that fucking word, because it's not a recreation. Watching TV is a recreation. Doing a crossword puzzle. Fucking yanking your fucking chain. That's recreation. Watching a baseball game. That's recreation. Fucking coloring books for kids. That's right. Doing blow and weed is not recreation. But a lot of these guys, and that's what a lot of wrestlers die, they do juice and they party like fucking animals with regular drugs and then the painkiller pills and stuff. So all of that stuff fucking comes back and it bites you in the ass. That's true, man. It's fucking true. I used to do street drugs and booze. Yeah. Yanking your chain. Well, you know what I mean. Pulling your pud. Fucking tissue within lungeable area so you don't make messy all over yourself. And when you take a Jacqueloid, you need 2 tissues every time because you make more messy. All right, keep the questions coming. Let's go, guys. You guys are doing, I love it. I love the sports. I love the bodybuilding, the juice questions. Anything you want to ask me about fucking the industry and stuff, man. If I know it, I'm going to fucking talk about it. I'm not ratting anybody out. It's just fucking regular stuff. That's Yusef Hawkins. Wow, you're bringing back an old memory from August of 1989 in my old neighborhood of Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Kids who didn't went to jail. I knew all of them. I grew up with their older brothers. Those kids, you know, I believe only one of them is still in jail today, but that was a long time ago. It was a bad crime. It shouldn't have fucking happened, and they got caught and went to jail. It's a fucking tragedy. 16-year-old kid, whatever, got fucking killed. Greg's not here to tell the truth if you have to know how small is it really. I don't know. What do you mean, Caleb? His cock? Blow and juice. Good luck with the floppy dick with that combo. But if you juice, what do I think of Donald Trump? I love the fucking guy. I voted for him. The site that I work for, I do a lot of articles about him and his policies. I'm very fucking in tune with things he's doing. Any word on Greg, you wear a Momo shirts. That's on Greg, man. He's going to have to figure that one out. That's not anything that we're doing with the company. That's going to be his own thing. Anybody want to talk about politics? I fucking jump right in. Like I said, I'm not Ron Harris. I don't just write, do 3 sets for biceps. That fucking retard, that cocksucker. Greg, small penis joke. I've never seen Greg's penis, and I've roomed with him when we went to shows. How do I feel about T3 as far as dosages, length of time using? I've never used it, but I know that it's stuff like that is very difficult. Hold on a second. I want to get that other one. Comerica had a good question. I don't know. Love Trump. There you go. I don't know much about T3. I don't want to say stuff and then make shit up because that would be fucking homo shit. Who's the biggest douchebag you've met in bodybuilding and why? And the flip side, who's beyond your expectations? I got to think about that for a second. Your energy is amazing. How do you keep up with all this shit? TRT. He is trying to mess out Canadian lumber industry. He sounds, oh no, you're not the enemy. Marshall Lynch comeback. I thought Marshawn Lynch was a great running back. I think he's going to do really good on Oakland. I think it's a 1-year comeback, though. He's going to probably get hurt because he's going to be out of shape. He's a big back. Those guys take poundings, and they can't take him for very long. I did a story on that Canadian lumber thing, though. He's trying to lower the prices so they can bring up production in America. He's trying to freeze out the Canadian imports. And if you live in Canada, that sounds like a scumbag thing to do. But if you look at this whole America First concept, as far as that America buy American, hire American, it was in that plan where he wanted to TRT for life until they fucking tell me I can't. Yeah, they steal it from me to take it away from hidden under my pillow. So he wants them to bring up production in the United States. I thought T3 and Clan are overrated for weight loss. Man, that fucking Clan, if you overdo it with that, your fucking legs are shaking and shit. You fucking go nuts, man. Clan is very difficult. You have to take just the right amount, and if you fuck up that dosage, you're going to feel it for a while. I got to think about that douchebag thing. I got to think about that. I don't want to fucking say the wrong name because I'm trying to remember. Like, it's kind of hard to judge because a lot of times guys seem like douchebags because they can't talk to you because they got contracts with the other magazines, and which was the case more years back. And Greg's with that Adderall shit. I don't know. What do you guys? Why do you need Adderall? I don't know. That's like the attention deficit thing. Greg's like, yeah, take that. I'm like, why would you take that? I don't know. Maybe too many douchebags to shoot from. Well, there is a lot, bro. I don't want to say some names. Keep it good here. Let's see. HGH Frag is the best precondition for my ADD. LOL. You don't have ADD. Come on, Jupiter. Think about sex, and your fucking attention will be fucking zoomed in. I can fucking tunnel vision something. When I have a fucking article on Deadline, I can tunnel vision that and block everything out. I don't need some fucking douchebag pill. All I got to do is I got to jerk off, because if I don't, I'll be thinking about sex while I'm trying to do stuff. Thoughts about Thackeray? Seems like an awesome guy. He's not a bullshitter. I don't know Thackeray a lot. I know him a little bit. My friend Ali, Alessandro Savi, he was his guru, if you will, for a little while. And then he spoke highly of him then. And then he changed, and I never knew why he changed, so I don't really know. But I do know Thackeray a little bit, but not enough to say what I think about him. I never competed. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, unless it was a nose contest. But so I can't. It's hard for me to say how guys, gurus do things, and what's right and what's wrong, because I never got on fucking stage, man. It's like, Chris Berman, and he just got kind of let go pretty much by ESPN, but he never played NFL football, but he can talk about it. So people, hey, you don't know about bodybuilding? I didn't play NFL either, but I fucking covered 4 Super Bowls, and I know the sport. What's up, brother from El Paso? Hey, what's up, Mr. NRFE? Jupiter Meach. I have patience and a job. I'm neglecting both. Thanks, show. You guys rock. Michelle, thank you so much. I cannot wait to get you a care package and article. You are the sweetest thing. She is a very sweet girl. When you speak to Jason, say he can't call me while I'm doing the fucking Instagram live. I almost lost the connection. The connection. Comerica is a Raider fan, and I guess, Comerica, what do you think about Marshawn Lynch, I guess, since you're at your team? We miss you already, Jupiter. Yeah, so you guys are in Florida, though. See, I can only fucking see you on Instagram. You guys can go out and have a fucking bottle of white wine together. I fucking love white wine. Holy shit, I get fucked up on that stuff. On my family vacation last year, oof, my kids were laughing. They were like, thoughts on Art Atwood? I don't really have many. You guys are throwing some, why does Jason not come on? I wish he would. Thoughts on the NSL? It's in his second year. It's been very quiet, Crystal. I actually spoke to Lee Thompson not too long ago via email. Jason started his own live going right now. He's trying to steal my customers. He's my buddy. We're fucking goombas. NSL's been really quiet. Data boy. Hey, what's up, my fucking brother? I don't know what's going on with them because, I mean, Tony Freeman left. I mean, it's like there really isn't a lot to report. I hope that it stays around because I think competition is good. That's a good idea. I told you, put her to call me. Tell Jupiter. Yes, she should. You guys should go out, have some fucking white wine together, and think about fucking MuscleSport mag. Tony Freeman is done. Yeah, I know he was done, but he was a good name to have for them, even if he was like the ambassador. He wasn't really going to compete. So I don't know. I mean, it's hard for me to say what's going to happen with that league because there's not. It's kind of been very quiet, and sometimes that's not good. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm reading it wrong, because if there's nothing going on, that means there's nothing going on. Driving and watching and texting this day. Don't drive and fucking do this shit. What are you, nuts? You already got one fucking arm all fucked up. Vicky Martinez club stories. That would be for Gregorio. He was the one with Victor hanging out. I never hung out with Victor in the club. Whoa, this is going fast. I think Online Pete claims these other workers weren't paid. Online Pete claim. Who wasn't paid? For what? From who? Good for the city and some happy about since they're relocating. Excited about Lynch Jackson. Wants to play for Oakland, so the workers ass off. Marshawn Lynch is a fucking warrior. Haha, Big C. Well, who wasn't getting paid? That other one, I didn't know what you meant. Who you were referring to for that? It's got to be MD if I'm taking a stab at it. MD! Big guts in modern day bodybuilders versus Arnold's. It's almost like if you're looking at the dead ball era in baseball versus the home run chase. It's like two different worlds. It's not even they're like you can't believe it's the same sport. It's really I prefer the Arnold era, obviously. Prior individuals also claim what's that dude's name loves donuts. I don't know. Logan? I'm fucking either stunat or just misaligned. You think MD has fixed the cam issue? Only eyes. We will find out shortly. Here's the MD. Hello, welcome to MD, the Ron Line report. Did you guys like the laundry room with the rear window setup I had on the green screen for this past Monday's Greg and Joe show? I hope you guys got that joke. That was a shot at Ron Harris's fucking retarded-looking fucking setup where he does his Skype. Just hang a black fucking drape behind you, dopey. What do you think about AAS and professional sports? I think it's something that they will continue to use as best as they can without getting caught until they get caught. Ron has no spark in his interview. No, he's brutal. He's horrible. Who cares anyway? I hope Lee does good. He's a badass guy. I hope he does good too. I hate to see fucking people that have done a lot in the sport. You like the laundry room? It was actually a very nice laundry room. I found that online. I put like in Google Images. I look for backgrounds for this fucking green screen. I try to do different things. I had the bathroom in one. I had the mountains in the other when Greg was Sean Ray and me all cool. Yeah, why not? I mean, would you challenge Ron Harris to a smoke? Oh, a boxing match? Ron would probably kick my ass. He's a pretty big guy. I'm fucking old. He ain't young either, but I don't know. I'm a street kid, so, you know, I don't care if somebody's bigger. I'll fucking fight, and if I lose, I lose. But that's not, it's, I think more or less I beat him every time I fucking put pen to paper, if you will, with the fucking, with stories. His articles are just god-awful. God-awful journalism. Melvin Anthony. I never knew him. Obviously, I've seen him compete. I don't think I may have had like a couple of quick words with him. Watch the repeat on YouTube. I may have interviewed Melvin briefly, but I don't know him much. Mike Rashid's boxing tutorials. I don't know. I didn't see any of them. I know that CT was pissed at Mike, but he calls Mike his gym son. He's like very close with Mike. And CT, when you read the article, he was pissed at Mike with the whole thing in Iron Addicts in Miami, but you know they worked it out. It was one of those things. He's like, what are you gonna do? Be mad at your kids if they fuck up? You gotta just move on with it. So, I didn't see anything about boxing tutorials, but Mike's a fucking tough-looking motherfucker, man. He looks like a big fucking scary bastard. I wouldn't fuck with him. I wouldn't call him Rear Window Rashid. Thoughts on black athletes making sports soft, overly sensitive? I'm not getting the question, dude. Nick, you're throwing some curveballs at me, man. You got a good deuce. How are they making sports soft? I know that, you know, there's double standard in society, but I don't know, sports, I almost look at more society than sports. What? What else? Come on, keep them coming. Any old man questions? Like, how do you fucking, not feel like a bag of shit when you fucking... I'm going to be 50 this summer. Favorite all-time female bodybuilder and why? Heather Armbrust, and I'll tell you why. Because I fucking think she's just ridiculously attractive. I think she had a great... I love Denise, too. But she didn't really... as far as, like, competing and being in the top echelon... I think Heather Armbrust at the 2009 Arnold looked amazing. I think she should have won that show. She finished in 4th, and that was the cover shot I took of her on the spring 2010 issue we had when it was just digital from that Arnold show, and then she went into the Olympia and finished 2nd to Iris. And then she had all her personal problems after that, where she was she got arrested with Fadiwi and wanted to rehab and shit for drinking and stuff. I think if Heather wins that Olympia in 2009, the sport of female bodybuilding is still... Heather was gorgeous, incredibly. I have jerked off to this. The few videos of her out there, nude, like with the webcam and stuff, and I fucking wore those videos out. Any chance I can get a signed magazine from you and the crew? Why the fuck not? I'd be honored, my friend. But yeah, Heather, I think if she wins that Arnold, that Olympia, where she was the runner-up to Iris Kyle, who's an amazing bodybuilder. I wish they would bring back the Miss O too, man. I fucking love female bodybuilding. I think the sport is in a completely different direction. I think it goes into more of a, I don't want to say feminine look, but less, you know, hardcore look because she had that flowing hair. She had her hair dark in that show. I prefer her as a blonde. I sound like a fag. It's not weird to ask you for an autograph. No, of course not. I feel like a fucking idiot. I mean, who the fuck am I? I'm just some big nose fucking jerk off that has a fucking magazine. Bernie William closed his glove on the final out of 2000. Oh my God, it hurt like a cocksucker's cock, bro. Who's stronger, White Rhino or Mike O'Hearn? I don't know. What the fuck do I know? Colette Nelson. Yes, I've interviewed Colette. She's a fucking amazing person. She is so schooled on fucking with the type 1 diabetes. She's amazing when it comes to contest prep for diabetics. And Jason Poston, who's a men's physique guy, she's helped him out a lot. They're both type 1 diabetics. And I think Colette's fucking gorgeous too. I have friends that custom took painless pump and never gave it back. Why? They probably thought it was juice. Customs will fucking take anything that they're not sure of. You gotta be careful with that male shit, man. They probably, that's painless pump. Is that like a synthol kind of thing, I'm assuming? They probably thought it was that. Do you remember Carla Temple from Olympia and the Olympia from Vancouver? Carla Temple, no. Carla Dunlop. Carla Temple was gorgeous. I'll take you guys' word for it. I'm not remembering her for some reason. I don't remember Carla Temple. But I will look her up after the show. Now that I'm hearing that name, I'm curious. It's a synthol. They thought it was fucking juice. That's why. They can pretty much take anything they want. If you're sending it over. Michael Hearn does a lot of photo shoots in my gym, and dude does not use fake weight. Strong as fuck. Yeah, man. We interviewed Mike at the Arnold. He was fucking... I know a lot of people talk shit about him, but I'm telling you, man, he was so fucking friendly and so fucking cool when we did that little video interview. It's up on YouTube. Walking the Arnold. I don't know. I think it was part 2. When are you going to the Olympia? I'm getting ready to book my flight and hotel, and we need to hook up. Abso-fucking-lutely. I am going to the Olympia on the 14th, Thursday, and I'm leaving Sunday the 17th. We are staying, Greg and myself, at the host hotel, the Orleans, which I've been there so many times for the Olympia. It's not a great hotel, but it's the host hotel. Goes as Mike O'Tran. Who cares if he's on juice? He wants to say he's not. If he is, I could care less. Got it. Yeah, that'll be cool, man. Definitely. And I don't gamble anymore. I stopped gambling. So I will not lose any money this year. I used to gamble a lot. I had to stop. The vices we must give up to remain happy. We must. And it was from an Olympia, I think it was like 2010 or 11, that I got drunk and spent too much time at tables and missed my flight the next day. Slots. I never played the slots. I'm a tables guy. Roulette and fucking blackjack. Mike's a businessman. He never admitted. Of course he's not going to admit it. And anybody that thinks he should is a douchebag. We just be a man and say it. He can't. Don't you realize that? He can't. He'd fucking be stupid if he did. He might lose endorsements and money. It's all about making fucking money, man. He's not fucking anybody. He's not stabbing anybody in the back. Do I like Dennis Wolf? I love Dennis Wolf. I just think he's had a lot of injuries, and I think his window of opportunity is shut. I don't know when he's going to come back. I know he had a lot of issues. I think the back was his thing. But he won that Arnold. He finished, was it second in the Olympia a few years ago? Bradley Martin, Nick Sussex, and a new gym. I don't know much about the Bradley Martin guy. He's got a great physique. I ain't going to fucking say he doesn't. You know? He's in great shape, man. I've seen a couple of little things about him out there. I don't know him at all. Never met him. Never spoke to him. But I'll give him fucking props for looking the way he does, man. I'd love to look like that. Dennis has been robbed in the Olympia too many times. I don't know if he deserved to win. You know, maybe he deserved to be a bit different placing, maybe a little higher when he finished like in 4th or 3rd or something. But I'll give Wolf credit, man. He didn't place that year. He finished, the 16th, which is pretty much says you could be 1,000 guys that finish 16th if they only call top 15 in numbers. And Dennis didn't place, and then he came back. No calves. A lot of guys don't have calves, though. Then he came back after that and did really well at the Olympia, and then won an Arnold after that. People were thinking he was done after that Olympia. And that might have been, I don't know if it was 2010. I'm forgetting. Lots of guys have no calves. Yep. Yes, lots of guys have no calves, and that's Arnold didn't have calves until he fucking people think he had fucking silicone shot in there in Mexico or something. I don't know. Calves are genetic to an extent. Yes, because my calves are genetic. I never shot silicone, but I worked them like a motherfucking animal every day. Thoughts on Dallas and Cedric? Two great guys that have a lot of fucking good years ahead of them. Obviously, Dallas is younger. Cedric, once he stopped being the active military guy, he could put more time and effort into the bodybuilding career. And he has, some great wins under his belt. I think they're both going to do great. Joe in Pittsburgh now ready to go. Hey, Charles, what the fuck's up, man? My boobs are silicone. Dallas has no back. I think Dallas has a great fucking physique. I know he's been getting a lot of bad fucking, raps and shit, but I think the guy has a lot of fucking talent as far as physique goes, and did I ever compete? Never did. I don't even know if I ever thought about it. I would not want to fucking diet and stop eating good fucking food. Fuck that, and stop drinking water and stuff. I tell the guys I know that compete, why are you doing this? It's great. I said, yeah, it blows though. Flex or Sean in their prime, who you're a bigger fan of? I like Sean Ray better, but I prefer Flex's fucking body. I always thought Sean's personality was cooler, but Flex to me, very close. Dallas's abdomen splitting through his lifting career. Well, that's from the fucking growth, man. And the insulin, too, I think. Insulin, that's why a lot of the GH gut is really an insulin gut, but I think the GH is what makes the fucking organs go, and then it stretches those abs like that. So I think that's the case with there. But I love Sean and Flex Wheeler. I think Flex is nuts for coming back. And Sean's a fucking great journalist. Flex over Sean, but Sean was one of the best. I mean, Flex, to me, it was just, he may have had the ultimate fucking physique. Other than Sergio is my favorite physique of all fucking time. The best body ever in the sport and will never be fucking placed, taken out of that spot, in my opinion. And I had the opportunity to interview him not too long before he fucking died. There's a physical gap. Yeah. I trip on. Big Rammy's still young, but your symmetry, what's your... Big Rammy, he's worried about is being big. He's not worried about fucking being in condition. And when he loses some of that size, he loses that wow factor. Sergio Jr. I love Sergio Jr. Yeah, I think that I'm so happy that he decided to fucking follow Dad's footsteps. My favorite is Cedric. Cedric's got a great fucking physique. I think his height works against him, though. Flex is coming back with a business motive. Of course it's the business motive. Of course. That's without a fucking doubt. And that's great, but I think he's nuts because of the fucking kidney issue. Have I met Sergio Jr.? No, I haven't met him. He was supposed to be on a podcast one time, and then he couldn't do it, and we never rescheduled it. But I touched base with him, communicated with him, but I've never actually met him, though. But he seemed like a really good guy. We're going back and forth. Should not be the best, but politics. I think Cedric deserved the fucking Arnold this year without even thinking about it. I don't even think Dallas was a close second. I don't think Cedric's had issues in the past. Sergio is a bit high on himself. I don't know. I really haven't watched too many interviews and stuff with him. But I guess when your dad's the myth, you got a little something going on before you even fucking step out there. So, hey, you know what? He's made a lot of improvements. Top 2 best posers of all time. Wow. I don't want to be fucking cliche and go Ed Corney. I do enjoy... You know who I really thought was an amazing fucking poser? Was Serge Nubret. The fucking flowing way he posed. Robert Frank, he's going to do... Yes, I have to touch base with him. We're going to do stuff. Steve Schutzman set that up. And Robert, he's got a new Skype I have to jump on. Ed Corney was great, but I did enjoy some of the older guys posing. I did like Serge Nubret, one of my favorites as far as posing goes. Franco, terrible posing. Lee Labrada was excellent. Yes, you're right. Steve, kudos to you. You got that. Got to go back to the gym. Lock up. Kristen, thank you so much, sweetie. I got your email. I love the photos. I will get back to you on that, and we'll touch base. Ed was great. Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Corny, but I don't want to. Everybody says Corny, so I don't want to fucking, be predictable and say, Ed Corney, that's what I call posing. Laverne was a good poser. Yes, he was. Melvin Anthony was a great poser. Now he's posing in a jail cell. But he was a great poser when he was on stage. Probably one of the last guys that were really good at it. Paul Dillette wasn't my top pick. Paul Dillette had a great career, though. Kai Green is a fucking guru. I was at that fucking Arnold when he did the headstand pose, and what was that? I think that was that the 08 or the 09? Whatever the first Arnold he won. He didn't deserve the second one. Phil Heath got robbed on that second one. He should have beat Kai. But that first year Kai won was amazing. My take on Laverne hitting the stage this year. I don't think he should have came back last year. I think he's going to do okay at Vancouver. He has plenty of time to recuperate because he had all those injuries. I think he'll look better than he did at the Olympia. But, he did say it was a one and done, but obviously he didn't like the fucking result. So he wants to, I guess, make up for it, if you will. So I'm hoping he doesn't keep on competing because you can't take away from a guy's legacy. I don't buy that fucking argument. Oh, he'll never have his legacy if he does shitty now. Bullshit. Of course he will. Babe Ruth strikes out his last at bat. Doesn't mean he didn't fucking hit all those fucking homers. Right? 714 homers. Vancouver is a weak show. I didn't see the lineup, but I know it's not a huge show. Why he chose that, I think it probably had more to do with the timing of it than anything, than it was the actual location. His legacy is here to stay. Fuck yeah, of course it is. If he wants to come back, that's great. I just, the flex thing with classic physique. I get it. I understand. Less juice, less issue with the kidney. But that's classic physique. Come on. Sorry, Charles Barney. Laverne needs to qualify. No, he shouldn't get a free pass. He got the invite last year. I think he's not going to do enough shows to points qualify, so he's going to have to win that Vancouver show, or else he's not going to be at the Olympia. Last year was only fraud, and De La Rosa got won by fraud. John De La Rosa, I like John De La Rosa. I've spoken to him a number of times. He seems like a real good guy. He was a regular blue collar. He was an elevator repairman. He just gave it up recently, like a year or so ago, to be a full-time bodybuilder, to put all his time and effort. And he went to the Kuwait with the Camel Crew. I did not see how he looked since he came back, but I'm sure he's looking good. No one that goes to that fucking Kuwait oxygen gym comes back looking worse than they did when they got there. So what else? Come on, guys. Let's go. Keep them coming. You guys are doing good. I'm enjoying this. This is fun. I like having fun. We're actually talking about the sport of bodybuilding. I thought we'd have more fucking sports. Has Dallas qualified yet? I believe with the second at the Arnold, it did qualify him. I need to join the Camel Crew. You would fucking imagine. I don't think there's any ladies in that. That's a great question. You should put it out there. Hey, Camel Crew. Buddha Beatty. Camel Crew sucks. Hey, he's taking over the fucking sport, that guy, Letter Brothers. You got it, man. I'll get Greg to sign it next time we're shooting. Be honored. Just hold it up, post it, and we'll put you in the magazine holding it up. Just tag us on it. You'll be in the readers of the issue. Yeah, if you guys aren't aware of that, please request this one with a cover of a badass fucking bodybuilder. All of our covers are badass, bro. We don't have any fucking faggy covers. I'll give you the lead. How about, so if you can be the readers of the issue, we'll put you in the magazine. I wonder how a woman would do. I'd do it in a heartbeat. You're married. You're going to go to Kuwait? You're going to have to bring husband with you there. I got Joe's signature. Yeah. Comerica, that new video, thank you. I posted it. I replied to your thing. I'm going to post it. I took a screenshot on the YouTube from watching it on YouTube. I appreciate the plug in that. That was a fucking funny video. I enjoyed it. I laughed my fucking balls off. I like the little graphics and stuff you put in there. Good stuff. Check out Comerica Muscle's fucking videos on YouTube. His new one about supplement reviews is fucking great. What do you think is the secret in Kuwait? Is the training environment a bed of drugs or a combination of all? Drugs, drugs, and more drugs. They don't like women there. That's true. What hubby? I got to put on some size. Glad you liked it. Yes, and I plug or no plug, I liked the fucking video itself. I thought it made a lot of sense, and you got a good. We're gonna have to talk off camera, obviously. I got a little something I want to run by you, Dave. I want to do some more work together. Might benefit both companies. We will talk after the show. I'll email you. Yes, all drugs. I don't want to hear anything about fucking chicken, about gyms. They have 45-pound plates in every fucking gym in the world. I need to take a good pic with your magazine and send it to you. Please do. I will put it in the magazine. The training is no different. No, of course it's not. Juice is legal there. So they probably have doctors and labs. This Booter guy is probably a fucking oil millionaire, or involved with that somehow. He probably has labs making fucking custom fucking cycles for these guys. Like super drugs. I mean, come on. What the fuck? Of course. And that's great. Good for them, man. But they must be... He's saying that he paid somebody to come there. You know how much they must be paying for that shit, though. How much juice do these top guys really use? I don't know. All of them are different. Some of them don't go nuts with it. Best gear on the planet. What's up, Muscle? Hey, Travis, what's going on, bro? How the fuck are you? Thanks for jumping in. A lot of these guys use a lot of shit, but I don't think it's really all juice. Like I said, I think it's more the combination of the growth, the insulin, and the juice. And really, that's, that those cocktails are fucking, they obviously work, but they can fucking kill you. I think the big thing over there is the insulin and diet. They are told to eat the right food at the right time with huge amounts of insulin. Yeah, insulin. And Synthol. CrossFit for a month or jerk off with a handful of razor blades and no lube. Acquiring minds. Bro, fucking CrossFit for a month. You probably will feel like you had razor blades on your fucking knob. That fucking CrossFit is a fucking joke, man. Anybody that does that's fucking nuts. Good show, brother. How you doing, Steve? Stevie Shoesmith is the man. CrossFit is fucking... I almost run those idiots over when I'm driving home in my neighborhood and there's a CrossFit place not too far and they're running in the street and they're these fucking fat people that shouldn't even be doing this shit. They're going to all fucking drop dead of fucking heart attacks, and the ones that don't are going to be in wheelchairs when they're fucking my age. They're fucking nuts, bro. The CrossFit is the stupidest fucking thing in the world. And all of these fucking jerk-offs are paying how much a month to fucking go to these dopey fucking garages, call them boxes. The fuck out of here. Box. 9 days before competition. Steve, you're going to do fucking great at that fucking show, the BP. Look at the size of the guy's shoulders compared to before with all the shot of oil. Oh, from the Camel Crew? Yeah, well... CrossFit, I hate it. Yes, of course, it's fucking... Anybody that's a regular old school fucking gym guy or girl looks at those CrossFit workouts and goes, are you fucking kidding me? Now, I don't know shit, but if somebody goes, I want to get in shape, the last thing I'm going to tell them to do is that type of fucking thing. I'm not stupid for the ones getting paid from those. It's not stupid for the ones getting... No, those guys are champs, those fucking CrossFit fucking trainers. I went to that CrossFit Games. I know I said it on a couple of weeks back on a Monday show to cover for fucking Blackman when I worked over there, and I had no idea what the fuck was going on. It was a shit show, and those are the pros. You're gonna do awesome, Steve. Yes, Steve, you gotta keep posting. We'll repost, and we'll fucking keep your fucking fans notified of how you do. Snap City for $49.99 a month. Holy shit. Yes, Steve, you're going to do great. Pull-ups won't make... They were walking on their hands. And then they got to a fucking thing. They were doing fucking shoulder presses. And then they had to climb a fucking wall. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're carrying logs around the outskirts of the stadium and shit. It was at the fucking stadium the Chargers are playing at in the next couple of years. That fucking stupid Home Depot thing that the soccer team plays at. The fucking LA Galaxy. 30,000 seat arena in a fucking NFL football. Get the fuck out of here. That's for fucking CFL or UFL or some shit. I went to a UFL game when they had the fucking New Jersey team. New York, New Jersey team. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. Had a few of them on the radio show. Interviewed them. I wish it lasted. They're okay, the Tufts Hair Olympics. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Tell Greg he needs to join the next time. See, that's the problem with Greg is he's going to call from that fucking flip phone. and I'm going to have to yell the questions out, and he'll go, what? And then as he's saying the answer, there'll be 15 more questions, hopefully, passing by. Unless he can get on Instagram and monitor it and answer it, and I would have to do it through the podcast platform, and then I'll just run the camera like I do. But he'd have to be on Instagram, and he doesn't do it when we do our Monday shows, so why is he going to do it now? You know, he's that fucking phone thing is holding back a lot of shit. Sell jackets. I wish we did. I was thinking about getting hoodies. NFL draft question. Your thoughts on the Bears? I think the Bears are nuts for that trade. I do not see Trubisky as a fucking 10-year quarterback, and they traded fucking too much for that fucking guy. He has to do CrossFit. Greg doesn't get a new phone. He has to do CrossFit sessions. For fuck's sake, get Greg a click wireless phone. Got to get his own phone, bro. I got 2 kids that I fucking got phones for, and they're fucking. My son goes over that fucking data 10 fucking. He went over 11 times last month. So every time he does, I tell him put a $10 bill on the fucking counter. We'll pull all money together, buy Greg a new phone. Greg should buy his own new phone. That's, I mean, come on. This isn't fucking Santa Claus fucking coming down the chimney all the time. Hoodies on Women's Show Day, you need zip up. I like zip up better myself, but everybody's into these hoodies now, and zip's so more expensive to make. Greg should start a GoFundMe page. What is he got, fucking terminal cancer? He should buy a fucking phone. Shit, man. If you took my iPhone from me, it would be like taking my fucking dick from me. Get a burner phone like the weed guys. I run the business on my I got the iPhone 6. I love you, Joe. I love you too, Elias. I got the 6 Plus, the bigger one. And when I'm away, like when I was at the Arnold, I ran the business off the phone. I was doing videos, putting them right up on YouTube. I was doing all the fucking Instagram live shit, all the photos, everything. I did all my emails. I had the site, I can schedule stories, so the site had stories going up on its own. But, if you don't have a smartphone, you can't get shit done. And that's even for his own shit. You got to get a fucking smartphone. You can't survive without one. You can't be on tune with shit in this industry unless you're on a smartphone. We got about 8 minutes left. iPhone 6S is the best. I just got my daughter the 6S. Her phone fucking died, the 6. Just fucking died. It's like, uh-oh. She's away at college, so obviously we have to replace it. So my wife shot up there the same fucking day and got a new fucking phone for her. Cost us a bundle because they don't even do the fucking trade-ins anymore. Free upgrade, none of this. There is no upgrade. You got to fucking buy the phone outright or pay fucking monthly. I'm paying like $23 a month, or I have to pay like $500 for it. He's got a stupid phone. No computer at home, all done on my phone. I got the computer for the fucking in the business. I got lots of computers in this fucking office. Reboot to fix. No, we tried everything, bro. Trust me, I'm good with this fucking stuff. We get $350 for trade. I used to get it with the old phone. I turned it in. I got this iPhone 6. I had to just pay $100 because it was the Plus. I love that you put the shows up on YouTube, Joe. Thanks for that. Got to play catch up after work. Yeah, you know what? I figured it's good to get the hits up there. Like I was trying to figure out a way. Can I get the camera to get the questions on there while I'm filming with the camera over here? And it really wasn't a proper way to do it. So I was like, I'll just do the way I do the podcast. But I'm reading them out, so I don't know how many people are going to watch this after the fact. If not, then so what? Does it cost me anything to put it up on YouTube? No, so fuck it. If nobody watches it, no big fucking deal. It just takes me a little while to render it and fucking edit it. I'll put the green screen. I don't know. I'll put something fucking funny back there. Like, I don't know, 42nd Street back in the old days with the peep shows or something behind me. No nudes because we don't want to get pulled off YouTube. Even with all this bullshit, this looks like Johnny Carson compared to mine. Yeah, you got the green screen, and I got the old banner behind it before I had the green screen. It's bad. I'm in the bathroom peeing while watching this. I couldn't turn you off. No, that's good, actually. That's good. So, any other sports questions? Nobody wants to talk about sports. I covered sports for so many years. I still do, in a way, I guess. Just bodybuilding pays more money. Yes, Elias. Yes, Elias. Yes, Dave, more than myself. Probably yourself, Elias included. 158 remaining. I just got the warning at the top of this Instagram thing. So I'm going to go after an hour here. I'm not going to redo it. I think, listen, guys, I want to do this every fucking week. I make them do live. Yes, you do. Celtics going. My son's a big Celtics fan. I'm a Knicks fan, unfortunately. I think they're going to lose in the conference finals to the Cavs. Thank you, Elias, for joining us as always. Think they're going to lose, but I think they're going to give them a fucking real hard time. Love Isaiah Thomas. He is fucking amazing. Not actually, with the whole sister thing, just in general. Crystal, keep talking. I need some of those load pills. Ejaculoid. Goliath Labs. It was kept clean. Very strange. You know what? We were talking about bodybuilding, so I didn't want to, just talk about nonsense. You got whatever you guys want to talk about. Hey, maybe I'll do this every Thursday at 3 o'clock. Next Thursday, you can ask me loads questions. I don't care. I'll talk about that. Anything you want to talk about. We've got a minute left, so we're going to have to go. Guys, subscribe to that fucking YouTube channel. I got 23,000 Instagram followers, and I got to get those YouTube subscriptions up. So just go there and fucking subscribe, even if you don't fucking watch the videos. Just, make it look like you do. Make it look good. But the fucking videos are coming out good. We'll have that first show on MuscleSport TV. It's being edited by the videographer Colleen as we speak, so I should have that up in a couple of days. But we're going to get this going 20-something seconds. So, guys, MuscleSportMag.com, of course, MuscleSport TV on YouTube. We will get you guys every Monday. Of course, we'll do it with the regular Greg and Joe show. Thank you, Kamarica. I'm going to speak to you in a little few. You have to ask on your show to hit follow. Yes, hit follow on the Instagram, too. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. See you guys later. Nice, 132 total. Later, guys.